Greetings to the Lunar Manifesting Matrix. This is Elizabeth Schermer with an intuitive reading for the Lunar Matrix on Friday, May 25th. Today's reading for the coming week is in anticipation of the first quarter moon, which happens Monday, May 28th at 1:16 p.m. The guidance in this reading covers the coming week leading up to the full moon on Monday, June 4th. The first quarter moon always represents the opportunity to make decisions and take actions based on your intentions and the activations that happened at last week's new moon. This week is special because of last week's solar eclipse and the corresponding activation that we experienced from the ancestral realm. So because of the eclipse, the highest potential this week lies in our ability to access ancestral wisdom and light in order to expand more fully into our own life purpose and destiny. We have the opportunity in the coming days to take simple actions that will help us access ancestral support. If you have trouble accessing ancestral support, it may help you to realize that this support often lies underneath a blanket of density. It can be really thick density that holds whatever limiting beliefs and patterns that you carry or that you associate with your lineage. Because of this, there are two corresponding opportunities this week, and they lie both on both aspects of lineage, the density and the light. So this week, actions and decisions are based on what you choose to release as well as what you choose to embrace. An eclipse always opens a portal that allows us to make quantum leaps in expansion. For today's reading, I asked for specific guidance to allow us to take full advantage of this powerful opportunity in time. And I threw, as usual, I threw a 3-card body, mind, spirit spread. And I'm excited to share the guidance with you today. The point of departure in this week's reading, I usually start with the first card to the left, which is in the body position. But today, the point of opening and understanding the real teachings of the reading begin with the card in the spirit position all the way to the right, which is the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups always represents a new ability, a step forward in our ability to love ourselves, learning to love ourselves and others from a deep place, living from a deep place of self-love that allows us to be open, to live with open hearts. And the aspect of release that the Princess of Cups offers is the release of taking things personally. Releasing old emotional patterns that hold us back from being fully present to ourselves and others. This card came up reversed today, and this is why I'm offering this card as the point of departure for the reading, because I sat for quite a while in meditation on the specific message and opportunity here. And what I got very clearly is the spiritual support available now for us to release those aspects of lineage that hold us back from fully loving ourselves. Again, the Princess of Cups reversed today is representing difficulty in loving ourselves and the spiritual support available. This card is representing that blanket of density I was talking about, the blanket of density that holds limiting beliefs and thought forms. And this blanket of density could keep us now from seeing the full opportunity if we choose to focus on it. So if we choose to identify with it. So the opportunity today is in identifying those limiting thought forms and beliefs and understanding that they are associated with the past, that we no longer need to carry them forward. So now we move to the other two cards, which represent and teach us about the opportunities available if we're able to disidentify or de-identify, release identification with limiting beliefs and limitations in self-love. The card to the left in the position of body, the Wheel of Fortune, represents and speaks to the new process that begins. And the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel you can think of also as a spiral that that our path forward is always spiraling around a center of integration and clarity and unity. And this represents today a new path set in motion, a new fortunate path moving at a higher frequency and a higher vibration. And the specific guidance today in the position of body is to center. Find your still, calm, quiet center in the wheel, and there you will experience the truth of who you are. The card in the middle position of mind, is the sun. And the sun on the most general level represents solar and illumination, solar light, the light of solar consciousness that illuminates the full picture. And interestingly, this is a pairing with last week's reading, in which we received the moon. And the sun follows the moon in the cycle of major arcana, representing the point where the subconscious and the interior realms that may feel dark or difficult to access, where the interior realms come into light, where what has been unconscious becomes clear and what has been fragmented becomes whole. So again, a new awareness, and in the position of the mind, this is emphasized that we have access now to clarity about wholeness and the beauty of the vision of moving forward. So the reading today, to me, felt very complete. And so even so, I realized that there may be additional guidance or practical advice on moving forward. So I drew an additional card, and the card that emerged, I'm going to put it here in the position of spiritual support, is the Eight of Discs reversed. And the Eight of Discs represents bringing energy to order in the physical realm. It represents organization and clarity and order on the physical realm. And so reversed, what this card said to me is an affirmation that when we are able right now to release our identification with limiting thought forms of the past, we're able to release those old structures and old forms that may hold us back. So see this as an affirmation of releasing old limiting structures. The way I work with structure is on an energetic level with grids of light. And so what I see, and what I've seen often in people's fields in the recent time, is a dismantling of old grids of light that held us to old structures. And the Wheel of Fortune is the affirmation that we're moving forward and new grids are being established. The sun is the affirmation that these new grids are being established with the highest frequencies of love and light, and that we now have access to new realms that previously may have been inaccessible. So realize that you can access the wisdom and light of the positive strengths of your lineage right now to help you move forward in very concrete ways that will help to manifest new creations and new experiences in your life. I'm pausing just to ask for any further guidance, but it feels like this reading today is complete. And so I end the session today with blessings and intentions for the highest and best for all. I wish you well in your journey with your ancestors this week. If you haven't yet done this in your home, you may this week want to find a photograph of an ancestor or an ancestral image that represents support to you, and place it in a special place in your home with a candle, so that you can honor the opportunities of your strength and light of the lineages of light and wisdom. The wisdom keepers is another term for ancestors. Accessing the wisdom and light of the wisdom keepers, and bringing all that wisdom and light forward. Remember that this first quarter energy is available for the coming week until the full moon on Monday, June 4th, when we'll experience another eclipse, a lunar eclipse, with additional guidance and opportunities for expansion. Have a wonderful week. Extend blessings for the highest and best to you all. This is Elizabeth Schermer with the Lunar Manifesting Matrix.